I'm going to start with Deji, who has requested to speak to you as a Spurs fan, to a Manchester City fan. So I want to hear what you got to say, Dej. Talk to me, brother.
Yeah, it's going to be quick. I mean, LB was coming there shaking his bum. You know what I mean? There's differences between us. I've never known a team that wears a sky blue shirt to be good, first and foremost. Not in this country anyway. What a disgrace. Let me just read out just remind people of the defeats. 2nd of November, they lost 2-1 to Bournemouth. 9th of November, lost 2-1 to Brighton. 23rd of November, lost 4-0 to Spurs. 1st of December, they lost 2-0 to Liverpool. 15th of December, they lost 2-1 to United or Piccadilly. On the 21st of December, 2-1 to Villa. And on the 2nd of Feb, they lost 5-1 to Arsenal. That is one of the most disgraceful L's I've ever seen in my life. And I was going to come here and say, look, there's no... Right now, LB, I think it's fair to say there's no big deal. Playing Plymouth is no longer a big game. Playing Plymouth is no longer something we look forward to. You are dusty. Dusty. Come and join me, bro. Come and join me in the mud. LB, don't you ever chat back to me again. That's why when I was telling Dan United first, it weren't a big deal when you beat Plymouth. Can you see what I mean now, Dan? You thought I was having a go. You thought I was poo-pooing your result. But look at them. Look at that team. Rubbish. LB, sit back. Do the lean back like Fat Joe.
No. I ain't doing the lean back, bro. Yeah? Why am I getting this chest from a Spurs fan?
I just want to say this
chest for a Spurs.
I want to say this. Manchester is done. Somebody call Andy Burnham. Somebody sort this out because this ain't on a football level anymore. We need to sort out Manchester.
Deji.
Sort it out quick.
Deji, quick question. Deji, quick question. When was the last time a team from London won the Prem?
All right, United first. I was gonna leave you out of this.
Deji, no, because do you know, I can't believe I'm sticking up for City here.
Allow me to.
No, there's no allowing, Deji. There's no allowing. You're Spurs. You're Spurs. You are Spurs.
You really can't talk right now.
Deji.
You really can't talk right now, mate. Let me deal with LB. I'm coming to your club next. Don't worry.
Mate, you can come to my club. My club's still above you in the table. You're Spurs.
I'm coming to you in a moment.
What is
as for LB, I want you to confirm that you're with me in the mud. I don't want to see you come on there.
Okay.
I think we can beat Liverpool. I think we can beat Arsenal. Shut your mouth. You're rubbish. You know what? Graceful performance. We're not sure if you, man, will finish top 4. And let me just put the last piece to this. I'm going out now on a limb and say Bournemouth finishes above Plymouth this season. There you go. There you go. Plymouth.
That's a big limb, man.
Behind you, man. I reckon they can finish above you this season.
Deji, do we finish ahead of them?
That you'll finish above them. And don't worry, I'm going to deal with United first later in the stream. Go on, LB.
I just think it's crazy, bro. Like, we're in different levels of mud. Yeah, this is the worst season that we've had in many a year. We're still in the playoffs of the Champions League. We're still in the FA Cup, and we're a top 4 side. Yeah, you're 14th, bro. Yeah, you're 14th. Please have some respect. Yeah, for the superior clubs on this panel, because I feel a little bit violated. Yeah, I can take this from certain panel members. Yeah, but to take it from a Spurs fan who's currently sat in 14th position and he's getting rejected left, right, and centre by every player in Europe, it's kind of a bit like, a bit tough to take, you know? It's a bit tough to take, bro. Yeah, you're 14th. My team is going through a crisis of gigantic proportions, and we are still 4th.
I'm no crisis, mate.
You're 14th.
It's hardly a crisis, bro. You man have been rubbish. I told you this at the beginning of the season, and it's come to pass. We told you
LB,
this.
just to correct you, you're currently
this ain't because you got slapped up by Arsenal 5-1. We've been telling you before the season started that you ain't all that. All I'm doing is confirming that you ain't all that, mate. That's what you've been confirming. You said it yourself. You said it yourself, you're crap. Are you not crap?
Yeah, we crap. I've said this
Exactly.
many times.
So why are you getting irate for then? I'm only confirming what you said.
But bro, my crap and your crap is different. Bro.
No.
Yeah, it is. My
relative,
mud
mate.
is not the same as your mud, bro.
Relative.
It's different
It's
mud.
all relative, mate. It's all
Yeah,
relative.
yeah, it is relative. Yeah, but my mud, you dream of
got
my
London-
mud. You
we got
buy
London
my mud.
waiting.
You buy
Yeah?
my mud, bro.
United first.
You
There's
put serious
something
cash down.
called
If I offered
London
you some
waiting.
of my mud, bro, you
Yeah,
offer
before you
some
start
serious
shaking your
cash.
bum.
Yeah, I would
If Spurs
I
were
would
in
never
Man
put
City's
your mud.
position, you'd be happy as
Oh, they'd
Larry.
be having a parade, bro. These guys would be open top
talking
plus
about?
parade for my mud.
I'll be
You'd
happy to get whacked up every other
Oh,
week.
you'd love my mud, innit? You'd have an open top parade, yeah, to touch my mud. That's the truth. That's the truth. Yeah, but your mud is different, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, your mud is different. No one on this panel ever wants to see your mud. Yeah, that's the truth. And for you to open up this panel show is an absolute disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace, bro. Yeah. How am I getting opened up on here? Yeah. Pause by Deji, bro. Yeah, this is crazy, man. I'm gonna be real, man. Yeah. I'm real. This is a shambles. Dan Potts, you ought to be ashamed of this panel show.
I don't know
mate,
what
yeah?
you mean, mate.
This is a race for Europe show.
Mate,
Trying
I
to say that Deji or something.
I'll ask for you, mate. But anyway, look, I've said my piece. You know, everyone else is going to do their.
You want to change? Do you want to change the name of the show, LB?
Yeah, put like your premium members and rats or some shit like that, bro. Because there are certain people on this panel show that it's a disgrace that they're still invited on, man. It's a disgrace.
Are we not in Europe still, though?
It's a disgrace.
It's Spurs not in Europe.
Geographically, man, yeah.
It's a disgrace.
It's Spurs not in Europe.
Listen,
Disgrace.
I thought that was a great way to open up personally, but look, I've got to say, it was beautiful yesterday, and it's funny watching Manchester City fans finally going through a little bit of pain. It's been too long, man. I've hated on them for so long. I've been jealous and bitter. I don't mind admitting it, and it was beautiful yesterday seeing them in trouble. And I thought they were a complete mess after 2-1. I thought they crumbled. Individual errors, poor from the manager, poor from individual players. Defensively, a shambles. Midfield got dominated. But I do want to put a little bit of praise on us, man, because I thought we were quality. And you know what? 2 young kids making the headlines for the right reasons, man. Miles Lewis-Skelly, big up to him. I thought he was absolutely outstanding yesterday. And obviously, Ethan come on and scored. Declan Rice and Partey, I thought were brilliant in midfield and dominated. I've got to big up Trossard and Martinelli because I thought they did actually really well and have done, to be fair, for the last couple of games. Doesn't mean we don't need more attackers, by the way. And defensively, we were good. Timber back to his best. I've mentioned MLS and obviously Gabriel and Saliba, albeit Haaland did get the goal. But I thought we were brilliant yesterday and we deserved the win for sure. But let's just be real. Manchester City did their best to make it a high-scoring game. I mean, Phil Foden, suicide football. John Stones, suicide football. Akanji, Ortega. The list goes on, man. And I think it's time for a rebuild, LB. Got to have to rip it up and start again, bro. Right?
I've been saying this for so long, man. You know what I mean? These players are not good enough no more. But everyone wants to tell me, oh, players don't just get bad overnight. They do. It's the biggest myth in football, that footballers don't go bad overnight, yeah? They do, trust me. I've seen it in my own eyes, and you've all seen it, but for some reason, people still peddle this narrative that, oh, players don't just go bad overnight. They do, man. It's an elite level sport. As soon as they drop off 2 or 3%, yeah, they're done out here. And when you've got 4 or 5 players all have done the same, yeah, this club needs £500 million spending on it, yeah? We're 175 deep already. Sort the other 320 out in the summer, and we'll be cooking on gas again. Yeah, listen, we got Marmouchian, brilliant signing. We got this Gonzalez through the door. I haven't seen this guy play, come through Barcelona. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, he's probably better than what we've got now. I think that'll secure us top 5, which is, yeah, that's the bare minimum. And then the summer, we need to go again. Yeah, I need a right back, I need a centre back, I need 2 midfielders, and I might need a new goalkeeper if Edison gets off. So it's only just begun, yeah. But you got to get the job done, man. You got to be ruthless, and hopefully they sort it out in the summer. Otherwise, we'll be struggling again next year, man. Luckily, I can actually have some trust in my club that they'll actually do that. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I can actually get a chest out that I feel like we will be back next year because I have confidence that they'll sort it out, man. But right now, it's just about getting top 5, unfortunately, because that's where we are.
Is it more important you get players out in the summer or bring them in? What do you reckon?
Put the players out, man. If they want to sit on the bench, they can sit on the bench. I need new players, bro. I need better players at this football club. Yeah, these players are not good enough, mate. Yeah, if players don't want to leave, no problem. Go train with the under-20s. Yeah, see you later. Yeah, we need to get players through the door. Yeah, we got to be ruthless, mate. And that's what we got to do. Yeah, now Kevin De Bruyne, he's probably got to leave. Yeah, because he's out of contract. I don't think he's going to stay. Kovacic, I'd get rid of him. I'd get rid of Gundogan. I'd get rid of Nunes. I'd get rid of Grealish. They're the ones for me that you've got to get rid of. Yeah, and then we need new players in. And then we'll see what happens in the next year. But I reckon, yeah, and it's a new sporting director as well. So welcome to Manchester, mate. You're not walking into a nice little team. Yeah, this guy's got work to do.
Has the Grealish signing been a flop, LB?
Possibly. Probably has, really. But
because when you said you're going to get rid of him, then you said you're ready to cart him off. Fair enough.
I'm just tired, man.
No, I know you are. I know you're not just saying that was a frustration, but you signed him for the 100 M's. You're wanting to cart him off.
Yeah,
what's his
probably
value?
is a flop, man. But listen, if I said it to you, you spend 100 million on a player and you win the treble. Yeah, you're not really caring it. So like, it is a flop. But for me, I'm not really that bothered. You know what I mean? He had a good year and we won the treble, so I'm not really that bothered.
He's done what he came to do, though. He's come what he came to do: win trophies, win the Champions League. That's what they bought him for. That's what they put the money in there for. So, and he's done that. So yeah, you might have not had the top level consistent performances that you would have expected 100 million, but let's face it, Man City got that money to slap down when they won it. Like, it ain't that big of a deal. For any of our clubs, it is a big deal. But for Man City, it ain't. And he's done
it might be Pete after the 1-1-5.
He should have gone in the summer. He should have gone in. Man City should have got rid of him and moved him on in the summer.
Well, the problem is no one's going to take his wages. He's on 300 grand a week. No one's going to take him on those wages.
I remember saying to you, Billy, when you wanted him to stay, Bill, I was like, 100 million, just take that, man, because he ain't worth it. There's no way he's a £100 million player. Not that City care because they could afford it, right? But Aston Villa will be laughing for that, really. Let's be real. I know you lost your legend or whatever he was, but most of your fans I speak to hate him anyway now. So I think you look at it now and think, do you know what, that 100 million, you've spent it fairly wisely from what I can see in the recruitment team in the last couple of years, and you've moved yourself forwards. And I think what's weird is we go to Jack Grealish first. They actually other players I think we need to look at as well. And I like Phil Foden a lot. I think he's a top talent. I mean, you can't not, right? Something's happened this season with him. I don't know if there's something off the field. I don't know what's going on with him. He looks a shadow of a player, making mistakes, doesn't look to really grab hold of a game. Okay, in the last couple of weeks, he started to get back on the score sheet, and I started to look thinking, is he back now? The Haaland debate always comes up. I'm kind of fed up of having that debate, to be honest. Like, he scores goals and he won't do anything else. Get over it. Build your team around him. He's got to start. He'll score goals. He did yesterday, right? So, but there are other players I'm looking at, and some of the recruitment, I don't think it's been spent wisely. I don't think the recruitment in the last couple of years, looking back now, has been as great as what perhaps we thought. When you look at the trophies, you think, yeah, fair play. You can't really deny it. But Mateus Nunes has not been it. Doku, we've spoken about Grealish. We've also looked at some of the midfield areas. Should we have kept Bernardo, Kovacic and Gundogan to replace or potentially cover for Rodri? I don't think that's worked. Now they're trying to put it right. I think Marmoush is a good signing, although he was stifled yesterday. Obviously, Gonzalez has come in, and you've obviously brought in a couple of defenders as well. So I think that this January, fair play, you're a serious club to try and put it right. But there's going to be a few more, man. I've got to be real. There's got to be a few more that come in. I'm with LB. But what do we think just as a panel lastly on City now? Like, do we think they can pull this together for the rest of the season, or is it just like start again and go again in the summer? What are we saying?
What do you mean pull it together? What does that mean?
Well, I think you could still potentially go for a trophy. You got the FA Cup to go for, Champions League to go for. Could these new signings get together and get you towards it? I don't know.
Bro, this guy, comedian, isn't it? You know, come on, Potts.
Well, you're still in it, bro. It's a knockout competition. Come on, you're Man City,
and you. What we do? Come on, Pottsy, man.
You're done then. White flag.
Top five. Have a good go at the FA Cup. Win that Club World Cup in the summer. We'll be back next year.
Wow. Errol, can you hear this LB talking? Have you recognised this LB the last couple of years? Isn't it mad?
Bro, I've been speaking like this for about 6 months. What are you talking about?
Until you win, LB, though. Until you win, and then you're like,
we're back.
Yeah.